evening. Welcome. It's wonderful to be on Gino Spot.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Got a drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot!
Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino Shot!
Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot!
Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot!
Ow! I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gino Spot tonight. It's Tuesday, which is always a nice one to sit, especially when it's so bloody freezing cold. Yeah, in PE, I don't know what, I wanted to go for a run today, and I thought, no, I don't think so. I'm just going to stay inside and hopefully light a fire. And I hope you're all warm and cozy, and you wrapped up in some sort of warm sort of jerseys and things and blankets, and curled up in front of a TV with YouTube on and Gino Spot to keep you warm from Gqeberha. Hello from Gqeberha. Have fun, Cheryl. She says, because tonight, of course, we have Cheryl Reynolds. Cheryl Reynolds is on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be great. I've always wanted with Gino Spot as well to find the working people in P, the guys that are doing it. They're out there slogging away and making it work, despite all this rubbish that we've had to put up for the last 2 years. All right, Michael Clement. Hello, good evening, my friend. Indeed, love the intro. Thank you very much. Yes, it's very cold today. Looking forward. I'm glad you are, Michael Clement. You're sitting there on the beachfront, or you? I hope you got your window closed. And then tomorrow morning, you're going to open up and take us a nice little video so we can see what's happening on the beach front every morning. Linda Holmes, love Cheryl Porter Reynolds. Indeed, Cheryl Porter Reynolds. She used to be a porter. Hey, we'll find out about that too. Stephen Mayer, how's it? Stephen Mayer, all the way from Sri Lanka. You know, we've got people from all over the world here watching this show. It's been fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. Carol Jacobs from Arena Resort, Riverside Resort. I hope the resort is going well there. Carol Jacobs all the way in East London. We have East London Slummies people here too. Looking so forward to hear my awesome cousin Cheryl Esme K. Your cousins, eh? Oh, really? Eastern Cape is like that, Melanie Porter. Oh, there's a Porter there for you. Rock Cheryl from Mel in Bexhill, England. All the way in England. Well, Mel, let me tell you, you can win the competition tonight as well. We've got a competition that we can send some Fitch and Leads, which happen to be our sponsors. Fitch and Leads. And you can win an entire case of Fitch and Leads that we sent over to you in England if you win the competition as well. Wouldn't that be cool? All right. And also, our other sponsors, of course, Spa. That's why I've got this like wah flashing above me here. And of course, Spa have been busy with the virtual challenge up until the 4th of September, which is coming now, this Saturday. And I've been chosen out of thousands and thousands of international comedians to fly all the way up to Johannesburg and do some of the national crossings, which is going to be fantastic for me. It's like, oh, wow. It's like winning an award like a Cockbright Award, which I can easily win. Right. So we got Spa and, of course, Fitch and Leads. And, of course, our internet, of course, is Amobia. Nicola and the guys there are fantastic. And Amobia, they're always so busy fixing stuff all the time and working out what your network should be doing. All right. And we've had a fantastic month of guests. We had Alan Stratton on just recently now. Alan, I see Alan's online as well. How's it, Alan? You're going to see your feet in the interview. Are we going to see your feet in the interview? Well, we'll see. On Gino Spot, anything can happen, if you've got a little foot fetish going on there, Alan. I don't know. All right, but we're going to chat to Cheryl just now. In the meantime, send me some comments. Let me sing some of your comments. Let's get Gino Spot on the road. A little bit of 80s to start off with. Get me in the mood. Get me in the mood. Sometimes I feel I'm Esme K-Wood soul. Looking forward to hearing my awesome cousin Cheryl, all the way Melanie Porter, one of the big a Porter family that must include Andrew too. And Stephen Mayer says, how's it, brew? Once I ran from you, I ran. Andrew's here too. He says, rock star. Bowers here. She said, hey, Gino, hi, Cheryl Reynolds, hey! Philippa Fabry says, whoa, a booty for supper. You've never made that before, so I hope it tastes okay, yeah. And Linda Holmes, I dig your jacket, that's right. Pineapples! Michael Clement, whoa. And sexy shirt, that's right. Melanie Porter, that suit's damn nice, so long I couldn't read it in time, love. I ran. Now Wendy Thompson, hello there, she says, hey. Stephen Mayer says, I sound awesome all the time, absolutely, Stephen, yeah. And Tina Lowe, Vanessa Collett, also looking forward to the show. I can't believe you. Tees and Brandon Estes here says, hello, cheese from KZN. Tainted Low, does that booty come in? Vegan, I don't know. Vegetables are alive. You play drums better than you sing, yeah. I know. Oh, Matthew Porter. Hello, Matthew Porter. Let's go, Auntie Cheryl. Let's go, Auntie Cheryl. Oh, excellent. It's just showing our age here now. People call it woman tunny. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to speak to Cheryl, of course. But before we even get there, of course, the Spa Virtual Challenge is on, and we need to know the last-minute entries have been allowed. We've made an allowance for last-minute entries. You can pop onto my Facebook page and have a look at the links there. The Virtual Challenge, you can still get down to, I think Brian Bands is still doing it as well. You can pop in there and have a look, and also you can get hold of Laura and Alan Stapleton. You can just look on my Facebook page, probably the easiest way to get hold of this. The last minute entries, $60, you get a shirt and you get a buff and you get a magazine and you get a Rolls Royce and you get thousands of millions of diamonds. Okay, some of that's not true, but some of it is. So make sure you pop down, pop along, and get your entries. I'm gonna just show you. I've done a little ad. It's a preview of the ad. They haven't released it yet, so it's just for Gino Spot for now. You know. So have a quick look at my video that we've sent up to Joburg. Let's have a look.
Spa Virtual Runners, it is time for you to collect your race packs before the 3rd of September.
It's now or never. Collect your race packs. They're at the spa you chose when you registered online. What's in your pack? You want to know what you get, what you really, really get. I'll tell you what you get, what you really, really get. You get a. You get a soft buff to put on your head. You get a gold medal to hang above your bed. You get a magazine to read online. You get a little t-shirt to wear all the time. Ow! I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. Get your body running. Head out on the highway. Go get your race pack now. Now. Indeed, those of you that have registered, you can go and fetch your race packs. They are ready for you, and then you wear your thing, and then you wear all your stuff, your buff and your shirt. When you run your little thing that you've planned, you plan out your trip, and you go for a run, and then take some pictures and post them online. Also, you can check us online live as well, and I'll be up in the Joburg studio. I'll be like in the Joburg studio. Courtney Wasserman, how's it? Video kill the radio star. Love that, love that. The Buggles I seem to remember the name of that. Pat Wood, hello Pat Wood, lovely to have you aboard. And Tuba Miyeki, the vocalist extraordinaire, is on board tonight. Tuba, nice to see you as well. And Michael, Mike's having a good laugh. Keith, Ronald Clark is here. Keith, look at that. We have our punters here, but Stan's still got to make a trip to us to just give us a little bit more because we're running low, as per usual, you know. Fantastic. We've got our punters and our Fitch and Leads tonight mixed together in a last little mix. All right, Sue Rhodes, excellent, Gino. And Gary, I suspect, indeed. Gary's been doing a bit of editing on the side. It's his side hustle. He's been fantastic. And Moira Staffen, hello Moira, lovely to see you too. I hope you've got a drink in your hand. Right now, we've got Darren waiting in the wings to give us our what you're watching for the week. Let's see what Darren has to say about what we should be checking on Netflix. All right, it's Netflix and Amazon Prime, and oh lordy, there we go. Cheers to you, Darren.
Cheers.
Oh, there we go.
I can never get that direction correct. Hello. Yeah, I know.
I must make the glass the same size.
There
as
is
yours.
also the Fitch and Leads in here as well. It's the cheeky cranberry.
Excellent. Oh, lovely. That's got a bit of a spice in it, eh? It's a bit of, I've never had it before with chili. With chili in it. It's quite lekker, actually.
Yes. I'm not entirely pro chili, but it's reasonable. If I can have it, then anyone can have it. Yes.
Yeah, it's not
a
too
baby
wild.
curve.
It's too wild, baby.
No. Exactly.
Oh, no. Well, Darren, you're looking absolutely stunning tonight. Hair
Thank
all
you.
GHD'd and beautiful lipstick and everything ready to go. So let us know.
I wake up like this. I wake up like
whatever.
Please. GHD, whatever. So, okay, you had me going with that Spice Girls song there. I am of that era. I mean, my walls were covered with Spice Girls. Anyway, okay, so considering I did bring up Spice Girls, you know, of that time, to start off what I was watching this last week. So now, obviously, I've introduced Showmax to the show. So there are a few channels you can watch. But on Netflix at the moment, which just came out, I think, on Friday, is He's All That. I know. So obviously, I am of the era where She's All That was like the best movie ever. And of course, it didn't occur to you that someone betting on someone's makeover might have been slightly demeaning. Anyway, we love Rachel Lee Cook. We love Freddie Prinze Jr. So obviously we love She's All That. And now He's All That came out. So it's like, you know, yeah, let's make a bet on a guy. So obviously the premise, if you haven't watched She's All That, because I don't know what rock you could have lived under, He's All That is now, of course, a popular girl who is a social influencer, media influencer. She loses her popularity because her fancy boyfriend cheats on her. And then her friends decide to, obviously, naturally, as you do in high school, make a bet to transform some less popular guy into a hottie. So yes, that's He's All That. That's the premise. And I was kind of wondering, can you do it? Can you really redo She's All That? And my honest opinion is that you can. I thought it was so lovely. It was very cute. The he in the He's All That, I didn't recognize him until all of a sudden there was a scene where he was like doing some pretty badass martial arts. And I was like, hey, you know, he kind of reminds me of the guy from Cobra Kai. Then I was like, he's the guy from Cobra Kai. So yeah, if you enjoyed Cobra Kai, you'll like this too. So He's All That was a very cute romantic comedy. Very cute. And it actually has Rachel Lee Cook in it. So lovely. Okay. Aside from that, on Showmax, we started watching a series called A Discovery of Witches. This is so good. I'm quite obsessed with it. Only just discovered it. Discovered the Witches. It's based on a trilogy of books. It is, you know, the premise is it's everything exists in the world but secret from humans. It's your witches, your vampires, etc. And this witch, she's a historian, and she starts basically discovering, she finds a book that nobody's been able to find for hundreds of years. She meets an incredibly good-looking vampire in the form of Matthew Good. And it's such a good series. It's really, really good. It's set in England. It's basically, there's a forbidden romance between vampires and witches, and it's very lovely. It's very good. So there are 2 seasons out at the moment on Showmax. Very, very lovely. I mean, yes, witches, vampires. Then we watched on Sunday, it is on Disney Plus, granted, Cruella. And once again, I was also wondering, there is this, at the moment, basically we're going back into villains' backstories, showing us how they became the villains that they are. And Emma Stone is fantastic in this role. She is so good. Oh, and her evil laugh is so good. It's just so good. It's very Marlene Dietrich. And Emma Thompson obviously is fantastic in it. It's so amazing. I was so impressed with it. It obviously goes into Cruella de Vil's backstory, how she became Cruella de Vil. Don't worry, no doggos are hurt in the process. It's so cute. It's very good. Emma Stone is amazing. The graphics are amazing. Film, it's really, really good. So do watch Cruella. That was a fantastic 2 hours. And then randomly, I was watching a bit too much Buffy. She is, right? Emma Thompson, she's good in everything, but it's true. So I was watching some Buffy and I decided, it's only like the 20th time I've watched it. So let me find something else. And I stumbled across the truth about the Harry Kubert affair. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. I hadn't actually heard too much about this series, but it has Patrick Dempsey in it, McDreamy of Grey's Anatomy fame, and everything else. It was a good show. It was 10 episodes, and it was a murder mystery set around this prolific author, and they discover a body of a 15-year-old girl on his property who disappeared in 1975. And one of his proteges, who's become a famous author, comes to investigate and make sure that he is released from prison because they assume that he's murdered her. It's so good. It's really twisty, and I love it. Good twisty, and it's lots of murdery. Very good, and Patrick Dempsey is superb in almost everything. So it's really good. If you like murder mystery, it's fantastic. It's really good. And then I watched a lot of old movies like Long Kiss Goodnight, which is one of my favorites. But nothing, it's a very old film, but it's classic. You should watch it. Gina Davis, Samuel L. Jackson. And then I watched a movie called Follow Me, which is supposed to be a horror thriller. Another social influencer, so many of them. His friends take him on a trip to Russia to do this panic room, escape room. And you can only imagine what happens. I mean, any film where they go to Russia or weird backpackers in, you can imagine what happens. Anyway, it was quite thrilling. It was intense. It was pretty good, better than I thought. But yes, that is what I watched. I actually watched that this afternoon. So that is pretty much. Oh, Good Girls. I haven't watched that. Good. Yeah, thank you for that. I should actually watch that. Yes, and then just to end off, Lucifer final season is coming out, I think, next week, which is fantastic. So I'm very excited about that. And that's all for this week, everyone. So please enjoy your week, watch lots of things, and have a drink.
I've been watching Lucifer, and I got to the section where that Mazepin, she's South African.
Mazepin.
I believe. Mazepin.
Yes, she speaks Afrikaans. I love it.
Yeah.
Afrikaans is the demon's language.
Yes. They ask her, like, she's a demon, okay? And then she has to speak in, like, demon speak. And she speaks, she does, and she says, kan jy my verstaan?
Yes, exactly.
Kan jy met my praat of iets? She speaks Afrikaans.
I know.
Oh, what the hell?
It's like South Africans have entered the chat. I don't know what Americans were thinking.
You're just saying, like, Russian, you go back to Russia, and the Russians are always the baddies. Like, the Russians are the baddies, and the South Africans are the baddies, and the Germans.
Yes.
The Germans, I mean, you know,
Yes,
it's always us.
we get tossed in as bomb experts, terrorists,
Yeah.
and you know, when they can't handle something, a South African
Yes.
comes in, and then they're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that
okay, it's a South
that
African."
tough, hectic oak. Yeah, the guy
Yes.
that just that doesn't take cuck at all, but also is involved in like million nefarious things. That's the South
We're
African guy.
mercenaries. We get
Yeah.
called in at the last minute if
Yes,
someone can't be
yes.
taken out by normal criminals. Yes, that
Oh,
is
no.
that is our reputation.
Oh, well, thank
Probably
you, Terry.
true.
That was yes, it is. It's probably true. Thank you, Terry. You're a legend. It was lovely.
I'll see you on Saturday. I'll be the one lying
Excellent.
on the floor on the
Yes.
ground. Yeah, on the
Yes,
ground.
be
Yes,
lying back, relaxing.
yes. I'll be
All
dead.
right, Darren.
Bye.
We'll see you then. Ciao, ciao. Yes, she's going to be watching me while I'm on television. Well, it's not really television. I suppose it's the same as this, isn't it? It's just national. It's going to be such fun. It'll be such fun. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time on Gino Spot to introduce our guest. And there we go, Cheryl Reynolds. We can send that to you if you need it for anything, you know. We can put it out there
Not
for you.
bad. Thank you, Gary. Thanks, Gino.
Every time you come onto a live stream, there we go. We can put that little thing on. It's just absolutely. Oh no! I see Glenn Fuller saying that the badass mercenaries. You find that always in the movies. We're always the baddies.
We always are.
It is. And I see there's some the hunky Lucifer. I see Melanie saying whoop 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 for hunky Lucifer. That's it's a bit of what's the opposite of testosterone again? What's the thing going around here as well? I want to say testosterone, but it's not. It's the opposite. Cheryl is badass too, says very absolutely.
Oh,
are you
right.
badass?
No chance.
Ah,
I'm such a
I don't
nice,
know.
gentle person.
Yes, I would. But you're not a shy person, are you?
I actually am.
Are you?
I'm
kinda
so shy. I mean, people won't believe it, but I'm such an introvert. I'm so shy. I just can't afford to be. You have to make things happen.
Yeah.
So
This is true. Estrogen. Thank you, Melanie. Gary's looking at me with this puzzled look on his face, like he's never heard the word before. Estrogen. That's what I want. There's lots of estrogen going around here.
you know, I need to tell you, when I told my cousin Mel that I was going to be on your spot, she happened to mention to me that a few of my female cousins went to VP with you, and I think quite a few of the girls at VP had a crush on you. So.
Oh, well, you know. You know what it's like. I have to clean my windows every day because all the nose, from the greasy nose is always looking up against the window. You know what it's like, Cheryl. Just can't. Oh my word! No, and at school I was completely oblivious to anything. Margot Muir, they're saying, Cheryl, you are marvelous, wonderful to see. Lots of love for you out there today.
Oh, thanks so much, Margot. I miss everybody. This lockdown's been mean to all of us, so it's so good to see people, even though it's online.
It has been. It's been horrible. It's been horrible. I mean, and it's global. This is the thing. It's like this global thing.
Yeah,
Hey?
yeah. And we're such social beings. I mean, I'm a social animal of note. So having to be stuck, not go to all the functions we used to, has been really tough.
Yeah, I'm a hugger, you know. I can't.
Yes.
It's just, I'm Italian, for goodness sakes, you know. I can't cause a fight, you know. I can't. It's been heavy, eh? And you know, another thing, I was speaking to a mate of mine who came in the other day saying, and I would have never thought that he would get down, but there's so many people that are down in the dumps with this thing as well.
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, it's been tough from so many perspectives, from not socializing, from an economic perspective, from losing family members and friends. It's been tough. But we get through every day.
Yeah, there we go. Courtney says you're an introverted social being.
That's my child. She knows me very well.
Yes, miss the hugging. Yes, Esme, you're so right. and I just like I can't, you know. And everybody's got masks on. Both so positive, lovely, best from Cape Town.
Hey,
That's
Martin. Okay, so listen, Martin, I used to travel internationally for business quite a bit.
oh
I miss
really?
Martin.
What did Martin used to do with you then?
He worked in the textile industry. I think he still does, yes. And
Wow,
I was with a
that's a
company called
difficult industry for now.
very difficult, yeah. And we used to go to trade shows because Martin would support the national pavilions. Yeah, so we
Okay.
had lots of fun all over the world.
Okay, so you used to go over and have a look at the markets overseas and see what he could bring back for the
Mm.
textiles.
It would help. He would help all the South African exhibitors with their exhibition stands and making the connections, all those kind of things.
Yeah, that's a science in its own. That whole exhibition thing, eh?
Mm-mm.
Have you
Lots
had
of fun.
experience with that stuff? Have you done exhibiting or have you done any of that stuff? I don't, because you've been involved in so much over the years.
Mm. Yes, yeah. So when I was with Breathe Tech, so we produced technical fabrics. We would our customers were all international, so we would go to the trade shows and exhibit all our fabrics and all our products. So
Okay,
yes, and then of course for other clients of mine as well, automotive industry. I've exhibited all over the world. It's been great.
yeah, I mean that's incredible, you know, and it's actually a specialized thing that you you know, to go out and you're exhibiting and selling to foreigners
Yeah,
as well, you
yeah.
know.
So one of my favorite stories, because one of my passions as well is branding. And one of the companies we had a name. I'm sure I can tell the story. It was called Broad
Yeah.
Retail. And then we went to the American market. We changed our name for various reasons, and we became Blue Tech.
Yeah.
But the brand was exactly the same. The logo looked the
Yes.
same colors, everything. Just the words were different. And I'm at a trade show in America, in Atlanta, and one of my European customers comes up to me and goes, Breathe Tech. I go, no, it's Blue Tech. But we'd done the brand so well that he just saw it and immediately assumed it was Breathe Tech. But yeah, this just shows you how small the world is.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. And I suppose with something like that, people would go around the world to those same things.
Yes.
It's like we were just saying. I went to Old Grey to the market to the open air market there the other day, and I mean those traders, the good traders are at most of the
Yeah.
things, you know. So they follow around.
Yeah.
And you got to be pro at whatever you do, you know, the specialist in whatever you do. So there's not many of those guys around.
Yeah. Do you notice my drink, by the way?
Yes, I see that. It's fantastic. Cheers to you as well. I hope everybody's having a drink as well at home. Oh, there we go. Look, the pink gin. Lovely.
Yeah.
Pink tonic.
Pink tonic,
Lovely
yes.
indeed. A bit of Fitchin Leeds. Beautiful.
Yes. One of my favorites.
Have you got some gin in there as well?
Hmm?
Have you got some gin in there as well?
I actually don't, but it's okay for the moment.
Okay. So you're staying off the booze for now, what?
No, I just ran out of gin.
Oh, no. Ah, well, maybe we must organise. Maybe Keith can organise you some punters as well.
Hey, Keith.
Keith's my man. He's keeping us sorted out. All right, but so I mean, this is the things that you've done so many different things. This at the moment during this lockdown period, you've made a plan here, and you've got this. It's called Good Connections. Is that right?
Yes. So I own CRC Communications, which is marketing consulting. And then during lockdown, a friend approached me and said, "Come on, Cheryl, we both of us are big networkers, and we need to get back into this whole networking game because it's all been stopped." So we created a business called Good Connections. And we started off with face-to-face networking, in person. But then, of course, the next lockdown level came in. So we then migrated to online events. So we run both in-person events and online events. And the whole point is to connect people in business, to help, because networking is the easiest form of generating leads. And I absolutely love networking. I love connecting business. I love helping other businesses grow. So we created Good Connections, and we're having such fun with it.
Place where you can go as if you're starting a business, or even if you're running your business, because it's a constant thing. It's just you never take your foot off the accelerator,
Absolutely.
no matter how well you're doing.
No, absolutely. And corporate. So we're trying to connect people at all levels. And they're also trying to connect the youth with the experienced business person. So it's a graduate perhaps. But yes, connecting anybody and everybody and all over the world. I mean, the awesome thing about online, as we're doing tonight, is that you can connect with anybody anywhere in the world.
I know, isn't it amazing? I mean, we've got people from England here saying, "How's it?" I see old friends pop in on there. I see.
Yes.
What was it? I see. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Camilla. There's one of my admirers from VP. It's only like 35 years ago. Cheryl, the exhibitionist, in the best possible way.
Only family can get away with that.
You know, I see Melinda Rosendahl. I see there saying cheers as well.
Hi, Melinda.
Yeah, no, are these all connecties of yours?
Yes, these are a lot of friends, a lot of business associates, a lot of family.
Lovely. But yeah, I'm glad you said that you're connecting people with younger people as well, with the youth, because you need that injection. The youth may not have the experience, but they certainly have that gumption and that go.
Oh no, absolutely. Especially one of my key focus areas is digital marketing and social media, mostly to a big extent, large extent. And I find the youngsters are just so much, I don't know, they've got so much more energy than us, and they just have they have a different level, a different type of knowledge to what we do. So we have to work together. We have to, so that we're appealing to everybody's needs. Hey, Michelle.
It's Michelle Brown. She's one of my fellow ambassadors for the Spa Virtual Challenge, and we've had such fun, marketing this virtual challenge, trying to get people to go for it, and it's for such a good cause as well. And I see, can you be an introvert and still enjoy networking events? Can you?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the things we do at Good Connections, Philippa, is that besides creating the platform for you to connect, is we teach you how to network as well. So come along, and you've been to one of them. Yes, of course you can enjoy networking sessions as an extrovert, introvert, whatever.
Yes, because Philippa's more of an introvert, definitely.
Yeah.
She would rather be watching Netflix at home than going to network somewhere.
Listen, I don't know how much Philippa watches. Philippa works non-stop. Does she ever watch Netflix?
Yeah, she's 24/7.
Yeah,
she just goes. She's got energy. Her father had energy as well. Old Johnny Molyneux. He was amazing. Big word since lockdown is collaboration. You're so right.
Absolutely. And even before lockdown, I mean, so I believe in supporting each other. I believe in collaborating. It's just it's the only way to go.
Yeah, and it's almost like if you've networked, or if you've been if you're in contact with people, when the opportunity arises, it may not be there, but when it does arise, they're top of your head, and then
exactly.
And
your
skills that people have.
Yes.
The skills that people have. There we go. Where's Pumpkin? Says Matthew Porter.
Listen,
just Pumpkin.
Pumpkin's my dog.
Where's Pumpkin on your lap?
No, I don't know where she is, but as you put me on, she wanted to play ball with me. I was like, no.
Right. No, not now.
Yeah.
Not now, Pumpkin.
She's quite famous on social media because she's so beautiful.
Oh, lovely. Bridget saying hello. I don't know how to say that. Jaco.
So Bridget is the marketing manager for Dulce and Wissenhof for the group of franchises. Okay. Yes.
All right. Dulce and Wissenhof, you said.
Yes.
I don't know it.
Dulce Cafe, the Dulce franchise.
The Dulce Cafes. Oh, what?
And Wissenhof.
I know that. Lovely ice cream. Oh, fantastic.
We need to introduce you. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Cheryl's a networking and social media mogul, lockdown rebel.
Hey, Ian. Thanks for watching.
You're saying lockdown rebel is it guerrilla tactics? Because that's what I feel like Gino Spot is. Gino Spot, we use, it's guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla, it's like it's not your normal. You can't stick to the normal kind of marketing vibes.
No, we have to adapt constantly. We have to, yes. Yeah. Anyway, let's moving on.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's take a step back, a bit of history. You're not from PE originally.
No, I grew up in Johannesburg, and then it's the year as I matriculated. Literally the next day we moved to PE. So I've been here
Wow.
for many years.
Okay. So at least 10 years now then. And
Yeah.
Bridget's come for coffee at Warmer Park, Tulsi. I have seen that place, and I always walk past there, and I think to myself, "Ooh, the ice creams and the waffles I used to have." I'm going to come there, Bridget. I'm going to pop in, indeed. And I see the restaurants seem to be doing okay at the moment.
Shem, it's tough still, but they're trying to. I think most of them are just trying to get through at the moment, and trying to bounce back. But it's very tough. I mean, it's been tough in so many industries.
Yeah.
But the restaurant industry specifically, and tourism. Wow.
Yes, and of course musicians.
Oh, I know.
It's ridiculous. Virtual networking also helps eliminate unconscious bias. If you know somebody, virtual networking, she says, eliminates unconscious bias.
Yes.
You mean because we're so good at picking up visual cues and that sort of thing, you mean? I wonder if that's what she's referring to.
Mel, you'll have to explain to us.
Yes, I think like when you almost have a bias if somebody's wearing something or somebody's the way they do, if it's a look or whatever. Your thousands of years of evolution have honed your eyes and ears to make certain presumptions about people. And maybe they can't do that online. That's possibly
a lot more difficult. Yeah.
So Bridget's saying it is tough, but we appreciate the support we've been getting, especially with all the coffee that you drink. Are you a coffee person?
Oh, okay. So two things: coffee and wine. Okay, but another thing with the whole thing with Dolce as well. I mean, they're all awesome, but for every cappuccino sold, 60 cents goes to the Wilderness Foundation Africa. And I'm very passionate about Wilderness Foundation.
Indeed.
I drink lots of cappuccinos.
Excellent. I you and Philip will get on like a house on fire for sure. Yeah. And the Wilderness Foundation. While we're talking about the Wilderness Foundation, let's get into that a little bit. I know we've skipped out a bit of history here now. So you came here, and I don't know if did you study?
Yes, I did. In fact, I mean, I studied for 3 years. I did the National Diploma Executive Secretary. My goal was to be secretary to the state president.
Okay.
And that's how I started my career.
Zelda. So yes. You wanted to be Zelda.
He took the job.
Oh, damn her.
I did get to meet Nelson Mandela many years ago. The company I was working for won an award. I think it was the Africa SME of the Year award. And Nelson Mandela came and shook the hands of the winners. It was amazing. Yeah, I looked at his hand and I was like, I must remember what this looks like and what it feels like. Because he was just such an amazing person. No, but just, it was just an incredible moment.
Okay. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm sure. And he just, I think he exuded this whole thing when he walked into a room,
Yes, he was just so powerful and just so amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so from there, when Gary was saying Deloitte and Tues.
Yes, I was a secretary at Deloitte and Tues, and was actually there that I started advancing in my career. So I started studying, and at one stage I set up and ran a computer training center at Deloitte and Tues. I became a Microsoft certified professional. So I would train in Word and Excel, those kind of things, And then the next step was I studied marketing, and then I found my passion. Marketing is definitely my passion.
You doing it because you were clearly not going to stay as a secretary. You wanted to go on. That was your thing. Some guys enjoy that admin sort of structured thing. Yeah. But you're not like that. You wanted to go
I am, but I think I'm just more creative. So I mean, something that my friends will laugh about is that I'm very creative. I'm very visual. So if you tell me a story, I'm picturing it in my head the whole time. It gets me into trouble a lot of the time because I'll sometimes just burst up laughing. I also do have a dirty mind, so it kind of like
Ah. Oh my word!
let's
Well,
not go
good
down
thing
that
you're on the
road.
G spot tonight.
That's what my friend said.
No, I was just saying. You were the douche in Deloitte and douche. Were you?
Yes. Yeah, in the
Oh,
PE.
excellent. So,
Yeah.
and just so visual learner. I mean, Philippa talks about these things with because she's this education specialist.
Yes.
But there we go. Melanie's saying how someone dresses, conducts themselves in a meeting, physical appearance. It's not intentional bias, but we do it subconsciously. I think that's what I was talking about. So virtual networking helps us make fairer connections. You're probably right. We judge it. It's that halo effect. Often the halo effect when you're doing job interviews as well.
So I'm getting
Dirty mind is a
I'm
important
really
thing.
there.
Oh no. Yeah. So I mean, it's so no, from like I said, a visual learner. So you find it. Did you when you learned for exams at school? Did you use mind maps that were visual?
Absolutely. Color coordinated, drawings, everything. Definitely. Yes.
Really?
It's
I
out my
wish I'd
life.
known about that stuff when I was at school.
Yeah.
I would have done slightly better, I think.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure you
okay,
do very well.
so for then you started to get into marketing, and then how did you get away from Deloitte and get in? When did you make that jump? When was that moment that you made the jump?
Sure, it's actually quite, I think that's when I joined Breathe Tech. So a colleague of mine who had been at Deloitte, George, and Martin referred to him earlier on, he
Yes.
just bought, him and his business partner had just bought technology from the CSIR. It was a lamination technology called Breathe, we call it Breathe Tech. And he asked me to come and join them. So I joined as a marketing manager. And that's really where my career just went to the next level. And I guess it's because it was international marketing. So,
Yes.
yeah, the thing though as well is that I've always studied. So even, I mean, I was pregnant, traveling internationally, and I was studying. I did my MDP at the NMU Business School. So yeah, the one thing I did in my career was I just never stopped studying.
Oh wow. Okay.
And that
So you
obviously
kept on
helped to make sure that I went to the next level each time.
professional student, but working at the same time. Was it always part-time?
Part-time studies, yeah. So, in fact, when I finished my MDP, I was the first woman. A bit of bragging here, but I was the first woman to win the Student of the Year for the MDP program. It had been men all the time until so that was quite exciting,
Big men's club until then, till Cheryl pulled in
with her dirty mind.
No, but I love that. Absolutely. It's show because women have to go. I always say that the women they've got it set against them from the beginning. They've got to get through so much more than a man would have to do to get to that same spot.
Yeah.
So that's
and
incredible.
Also, I mean, I'll never. This is it's probably a silly story, but I'll never forget leaving a management meeting from Breathe Tech. I've always will often been the only woman on a management team as well. Anyway, we left this budget meeting. It was probably about 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock, and one of the guys said something to me about, why are you looking so grumpy? And I went, listen, I've got to go home, make dinner, do the washing, prepare stuff for the kids for tomorrow. What are you doing when you get home? Generalizing. That is generalizing, and things have changed. But at that time, it really was like that. And it was quite tough, juggling all those balls.
One thing about you as well is that you've got so many balls up in the air. You've got a lot of things going on. But we'll get to that. So okay, so marketing for those guys. You said a lamination kind of thing. Was it a way that they did the textiles? They printed on the textiles.
They laminated a membrane onto fabric to make it waterproof and breathable. So it was fabric was
like a Scotch guard kind of vibe.
Yes, very much like that. But it had to withstand extreme weather conditions because it was used in the military, in the police force, internationally with the railway workers, in the medical industry. It's used for surgeons so that if they're in surgery and blood goes onto the medical gowns, the blood doesn't go through to their skin, but at the same time, the fabric can breathe. So it's it's a lot more comfortable, I guess.
Okay, because I think I'll need some of that for my outside couches.
It's a little bit expensive
Have you
for your
got any left?
These sorts of-
To keep the blood off it. You never know what goes on at the Fabries. Mimi, how's it, Mimi? Oh, I love Mimi. That's the memester, I call her. Dynamite comes in small packages.
Mimi, you're awesome. Thanks. Mimi is dynamite. Yeah.
She is absolutely. It's another lady that's really taken her business to the next level, to the next level, to the next
Absolutely.
level.
Yeah.
And not scared, tough.
No.
That's good. I love that. I love that. And I see Melanie Porter saying not like the Pep store tablecloths.
No.
And there's Melina. Melina
Oh.
Tsotopoulos. Of course, I've so many years with Melina and Perry. Cheryl's an
Yes.
absolute machine, an amazing woman, an incredible friend. We'll get to this. This is something that you're doing at the moment with Melina. Is the Big Time Taverna in St. Francis, which is one of my favorite places.
Awesome. I see you there quite often. Well, I don't see you, but I see you on social media. Yeah. Yes, Melina
Yes, no, I'm
owns
there.
Melina owns Big Time Taverna, which is a Greek restaurant on the canals, absolutely stunning, and then also Cafe Bijou, which is upstairs to Big Time.
Upstairs, we go to the Bijou quite a lot. Me and Flipper when we're there, and it's beautiful. You look out over the canals, most beautiful place.
That view is just the best in the world, I tell you. Yeah,
It is.
the food's
And I
also
know
the best.
Melina. I mean, when I used to speak to Perry, obviously, R.I.P. Perry, what a legend. But when we've done lots of shows there at Perry's, and it was never, even by his own standards, he said that Melina ran that place.
Doesn't the
Melina's
woman
the
always-
one that was yeah, she was the driving force behind that place, and I'm sure it's going to go from strength to strength as Melina goes.
I'm very proud of my friend. She's done an exceptional job there.
Yeah.
And as you're right, it's going to go from strength to strength. She has such awesome plans for the future of the restaurant. So there's lots ahead.
I'm so glad because yeah, she and Perry, losing Perry, it must have been a hell of a knock, and it was so sudden with the COVID thing and this whole COVID thing that's happening, and I just know that she's got a drive behind her as well. So Perry was always the face, but it won't take long for Melina to take over. She's quite a friendly. She's large as life as well. It's really great.
Absolutely, definitely.
So. Best of luck there to Melina, and we'll continue to support for sure there in St. Francis. I see Casey says, "Mom, your hair looks fabulous."
Oh, thanks. so of course I went to the fountain today to make sure that my hair looked fabulous.
Oh, the fountain. Is it the fountain? Where is the fountain?
It's in Woolmer, 6th Avenue, the best place ever, run by a
6th Avenue.
dynamite woman as well.
Oh,
Nadine.
really? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Nadine. Well, it sounds very nice indeed. Cheryl has diverse experience. You can take it on. You're right. I think you've done so many of this, Lorette, saying that, Melina, we love you, Melina. Look at that wild hair in that photograph as well. That's crazy. Oh, my word. Connor, not to mention the ouzo. Yes, I'm sure there's ouzo flowing there too. Always the Greeks always ouzo.
It's the one thing I can't drink. I really can't drink ouzo, but give me wine any day.
No, it's fine. Anything with alcohol in it, we'll give it a go. Us Italians are strong as well. But now, I mean, we're talking about diversity there. I mean, all these things you have been at some point in your life. You've gone into, like you said, marketing now. This thing, and it's international marketing, which is it's a different kind of vibe. It's I suppose you have to. It's specialized. Did you do any extra study for that as well? Or?
Well, no, I did my MDP, and then I've done a whole lot of short courses. But I think it's also it's experience, and it's being prepared to do anything that you need to do, and just trying everything out and making it work, and being prepared to fail at a few things. But just keeping at it and learning.
Fail too.
Yeah. But never stop learning, even at the ripe old age of 52.
Yeah.
I'm still learning.
Well, I'm 51. I've got one more year.
Listen, I had to work it out with my kids the other day. Am I 52 or 53? I wasn't too sure about that. Is that what happens at this
I know.
age?
I know. It starts to get there. It starts to get there. You're an inspiration. And Cheryl, that's what I've seen throughout knowing you for the last. I don't know. I don't even know when we met. Like, can you remember when we met? Was it with you with Jane?
Yes, with Jane. And I think it was Brief Text Days, because I'm sure you did a few gigs for us. We used to have.
I know I did a fashion gig with you once. I was the fashion guru on stage. Yeah.
Have you? Yeah. Have you done? No, you haven't worked with the Jason Kick shows, have you? Because that's one of my other favorite clients. Okay.
No, I've had Jason on the show, and I know Jason very well. And of course, Jota is the other Greek down the road.
Now watch these Greek women, eh?
yeah, I'll tell you, they're strong as well, eh? but no, I think I did with you and Jane. Yourself and Jane had a like
Yes.
old. You sell secondhand clothes or something that you must have sourced overseas or somewhere.
No, we had a business called Treasure or Trash, and no, that was literally
Treasure
from
or
our
Trash.
cupboards. Yes. So what we did was we used to lend each other clothes all the time. And at one stage we said, well, we're tired of each other's clothes now. Let's start a business. And we had a store.
Yes.
We had a huge store at King's Court. I mean, it was quite big. And every Thursday night we held a fashion show where we had PE celebrities who would model our clothes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was such an incredible business. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did the one with Mr. PE that all the entrants came and did it.
Yes.
I seem to remember that.
It was a fundraiser, yes. And yes, you did an incredible show. And then the Miss PE entrance modeled for us. And Jane and I got to relapse, yes.
So, yes. I mean, have you been friends with Jane Stevenson for years then as well?
Donkey's years, yes. I think since, in fact, yes, Jane and I met when I was at Deloitte because she did strategy sessions and we appointed her to run our business strategy session. And that's where we met each other. Yeah.
I miss her. Clothing, yes. Oh, Jane, of course. No, we all miss Jane, but she'll come back for visits, I'm sure. Is she in Ireland? Is she in Ireland now? I can't remember.
No, she's in Chester. She's in Chester, and she travels quite a bit to Wales,
right.
which is up the road. Yeah.
Yes, no, it was Chester in England. Okay, so I love your pics of the weekend of the Greek Taverna. What are you doing there for the Greek Taverna? Tell us about what's happening there. What's in store for the future?
Well, I do the social media for the Big Time Taverna and Cafe Bijou. So when I'm there on weekends with my friend, I make sure I get content for when I'm not there. So I take the photographs and just prepare all the social media. But yeah, big events coming up. I can't tell you. That's Melina's place to tell you.
Yes. Okay, but yeah, I'm sure there's some stuff happening because there was always. It's a big part of St. Francis. It's really part of the vibe there.
Yeah, and it's an hour's drive from PE. It's so nice to go out there, have lunch, and then come back later on.
Yeah, hire a little boat and go around the canals. It's the most beautiful little vibe. You can have a little booze cruise, take a couple of drinks, and have a little punch around the canals.
Or you can paddle. You can paddle. Okay, I did drop my cell phone into the canals, trying to get into the paddle.
Nice. Yeah. We're talking paddling. Are you doing on the sup or on the canoes?
The canoes.
Canoodling.
Yes, lots of fun.
Oh, very nice. Yes, and you get the kayaks now. Those kayaks that are quite nice too. And on a beautiful evening, there's nothing better.
Oh, and those sunsets are just beautiful. Anyway, I love the place. It's so good.
And who else are you doing work for at the moment?
So one of my clients just won Exporter of the Year. Very proud of them.
Oh.
Yes, in the automotive industry.
Okay, yes. Wow.
Very exciting. SME based here in Neve Industrial Township, and they won against the VWs, Isuzus. So I'm so proud of the team there. They work really well. They manufacture automotive components. Well, so sound deadening parts for all the bits inside the car.
Oh, okay. So the plastic bits and the moldings and things.
Yes.
What,
Yes.
what's
So
the,
on a
would it
daily
help?
basis, yes,
Are you allowed to mention the name of the company or?
yes, the acoustics group.
Oh, acoustics group. I like
Yes.
that. I like that name.
Yes.
Because drums are all about acoustics.
So, Gina, on a daily basis, I run from conservation with Wilderness Foundation,
Yes.
couture with Jason Kick Designs, and now he's launched his interior design business as well.
I
And
saw that.
yes, awesome. And then automotive and restaurants. So it's quite
Gee whiz.
varied.
It is. It is. Do you limit yourself to the amount of clients that you can sort of take care of, or
Gina, it's been
are you at your
COVID.
max?
No, we got to hustle here.
Okay.
You-
Yeah.
no, I work long hours. Yeah.
Yeah. Just fit it in and hustle it. That's the way.
Yes.
It's true. It's
Yeah,
what you got to do.
got to do it. Yeah. It's just, we have to just make. I also want to build a strong business. So to keep it going.
Okay, so Jason's spread out. He's spread his wings a bit there.
Yeah. So he's still doing his couture, the evening gowns, which I love wearing, and the wedding gowns and all that. But he's now doing interior decorating, interior design, and then also he's launched a ready-to-wear range and everything's based on natural and locally produced and ethical products, all that. Yes, and he's also got a link to the Wilderness Foundation. So
That's I see. Yes, of course. All his big shows and that were Wilderness Foundation. Now, so Philip is asking, how do you manage your time with all the balls in the air all the time?
What's that?
Have you got? I mean, do you keep it like a serious diary, or I mean, like, how do you do this stuff?
No, I do. I've got loads of lists. So I have a list every day, and then the list changes all the time.
Yeah, superwoman, she says. Casey says.
That's my daughter.
Porter.
Thanks, girls. My girls are so special.
Have you got any practical advice for people that are keeping stuff in the air? Because I also do that now, but I know we're hustling as well. I need to do this admin stuff myself. I mean, do you use Google Calendars? Do you use the digital stuff?
I think use what works for you. A client laughed at me the other day. We confirmed a meeting. I immediately brought up my diary. In fact, here it is, my big diary. Bruce started laughing and said, Cheryl, what are you doing? But I need to see things. I like my lists. So I've got them in Excel. I've got my calendar online, but I love my diary as well. So
visual learner.
Yes. So do what works for you. But obviously use technology as much as you possibly can. It's there for you to utilize.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I mean, just the Wilderness Foundation. I know you spend a lot of time there. You're not as busy with that anymore, I don't think. But I mean, that was the rhino stories.
Yes, you're talking about the Vietnam campaign.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always remember the rhinos.
Yes. So you'll know that the rhinos endangered, critically endangered. Yeah. So most of the rhino horn from the poached rhino goes through Vietnam. So we launched a campaign in Vietnam to try and stop the demand for rhino horn in that country. And we decided our strategy was to target the youth, to educate them and get them to pass the message on to the adults. The campaign's still running. It's an exceptional campaign. It's called Wild Rhino, Vietnam Be My Hero. And it's run in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, and is at quite a few schools, businesses, across Vietnam.
Okay, so that's a good idea to start with the youth, because that means it stops there.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
And then it filters up.
And actually, I mean, there's rhino horn it doesn't do anything, but the Vietnamese think that it has medicinal properties and various other. They use it for various other things. So it's a matter of educating them and making them aware that this is not the case. You're killing this animal for no reason at all.
For nothing.
So it was very emotional. The presentation, we would do presentations at the schools and at business companies. And it gets very emotional. And sometimes you show the horrific pictures, obviously age appropriate, to make sure that they understood the reality. Yeah. And then we would run a competition in Vietnam at the various schools and then bring the winners to South Africa to experience rhino in the wild. Yes. And then they go back home and they're ambassadors. because once you've felt it, once you've seen that rhino in the wild, you understand it and you don't want them to be harmed. Yeah, so it's an exceptional campaign and it's going really well.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad to hear, and obviously, it's still going strong.
Yes.
And you said, I mean, you were involved in consulting to them.
Yes.
To the
So
Wilderness
I've been
Foundation.
consulting to Wilderness Foundation for it's nearly 8 years now. Yes.
Okay.
And that was one of the projects I worked on. At the moment, I'm doing some communication for them.
Okay. Cool. All right. And I see Tanya and Plucker Norris saying, how's it? Appreciate this lady too much indeed.
Hey, Tanya.
They're staying out there at Greenhaven side. We've got a beautiful piece of land there. We went to have a look the other day. Absolutely beautiful. She's got all sorts of plans as well there, Tanya. She's another little stick of dynamite, that one.
Exactly. Watch the space. Yeah.
Oh man, I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, so we're going to get to the getting to know you questions, Cheryl. Let's get to know Cheryl.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
All right, it's time. What's the craziest or most out of character thing you've ever done?
Okay, so that could be in Spain. I was there on a business trip with a few colleagues, and we decided to go out partying. And we partied with the locals and forgot the name of the hotel we were staying at. Thank goodness one of my colleagues remembered Spanish that she had learned when she was a little kid. We managed to explain to the taxi driver where to take us. That was very scary, totally out of character.
Yeah, really? So not the big party animal vibes.
No.
You should be as a creative, you know. If you were at the Technicon doing creative stuff, it would have been a problem for you.
I like to party. I don't like getting lost.
All right. Yes, okay, I get it. What are you completely over and done with? Like other than COVID?
Okay, I would have said lockdown, but I think trying to fit into my clothes that I fitted in 5 years ago.
Okay, you don't care about that stuff anymore.
Oh, it's horrible, Gino. Horrible.
Yeah. You don't want to go back there and do all that stuff. It's like,
I'm
stuff.
over it.
Whatever, I'm over it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. How quickly do you jump to conclusions about people? You see, your daughter was talking about that as well, about seeing people that maybe seeing someone in a pineapple jacket and thinking they're completely bedorned. Which would be right.
No, I don't. I don't judge quickly. I think I always give somebody the benefit of the doubt, and I try to get to know people before I make a judgment.
Except if they
were wearing a pineapple suit.
Okay. You took the easy way out. You did. It was a trick question. Skinny ladies don't age well. You're right.
Listen, Melanie once gave me a sign for my kitchen that said, "Never trust a skinny cook." And Mel, I think it's since then that I put on all the weight.
No, that's true. The bigger and the more fat you get, then the less wrinkles there are. You see.
Oh, okay. Did you watch my big fat Greek wedding where they pulled the neck back like that?
I did. Tie ponytails over 50. Oh my word. Okay, what is the most important thing you want your kids to know? And you better make it good because they're all watching, it seems.
I think I really want them to know how incredible they are. I want them to believe in themselves and to know their true worth and that they're absolutely incredible. It's that confidence. I really want my girls to have confidence.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Okay. And you do exude confidence as well. Although it's a humble kind of confidence, which I love about you, Cheryl. Always. It's like you're not like wow out there. Like, I'm this and I'm that. But you've got this confidence about you that's great. I love that. And I mean, I mean, you've been through a lot. I mean, I listened to Philippa did an interview a little while ago about your history with Nick and your husband and the cancer and the whole thing. It was such a journey been through. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. Shem, he had cancer for 10 years. It was a tough journey, a really tough journey. We had 5 kids at home. I was traveling for work. Well, that's actually why I stopped working at Breathtex. I'll never forget, I was in Atlanta at a trade show and I was getting phone calls constantly from Nick complaining about the kids, from the kids complaining about things. And I got home and we said, no, we can't both have these high profile jobs. Somebody needs to be closer to home. Yeah. And so I started CRC Communications after that. So that there could be somebody at home for the kids when need be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
always the case that when the necessity arises, you have to change and you have to do something.
You have to adapt. You absolutely have to, yeah. But Nick was an absolute warrior. He really was. He went through so much. I gave Philippa the stats when I was on her show, just saying he had 10 brain surgeries. Can't remember the absolute numbers, but I mean about 36 radiation sessions, 53 months of chemo. I mean, it was crazy. It was hectic. But anyway, he lived a full life, and we had awesome kids, and we had a good life.
Yeah, I mean, but to get through that as well shows such a lot of strength. You know, it's just like inner strength that you have to have. You've done it, Cheryl. You've actually done it. You know what I mean? You've made it this far. I mean,
Can I get a cheese now?
It's easy. Lockdown, schmockdown. What the hell are you talking about? What's that? That's bollocks. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Give me some wine.
No. Oh no. Oh, your strangest superstition. What is it?
I actually don't have superstitions, I don't think. No. Sorry, pass on that one.
Not a superstition. Not a superstition. I see. Oh, a phobia. What about a phobia? Have you got a phobia?
Oh, many phobias. I'm so scared of heights. It's crazy.
Gary's shuffling through the pictures already. I can see he's gonna go. He's gonna give you a picture of something that you're scared of.
Listen, when I was in Paris, I was in the Eiffel Tower, and as you go outside and the wind hits you, I mean, I hung to the wall. There was no chance I was going. Hanging to the wall. No, and of course locusts. I have an absolute phobia for locusts. So yeah.
Oh man. Oh, locusts.
Yeah. And Carl Schumacher, I don't know if you know Carl, the photographer. He's been posting the most brilliant pictures lately of locusts. I know. And every time I see them, it freaks me out.
No. Locusts, when you were playing on the school fields, when you're playing like hockey or rugby or whatever, and you had those long socks on, that you came up there and the locusts used to come and go, and they land on your sock. That's the best.
Move on.
That used to freak me out. Even me, that used to freak me out. I'm not even scared of locusts. But they're like noisy, you know? They've got that whole...
Yes, it's that sound. You're right, yeah.
I think it was there was an animated thing. Was it was it Ants or one of those ones? It was one of the Disney animated things where they had a whole lot of locusts and they said, "Let's ride." And they started up their wings. I loved that. It was like motorbikes. Oh no. All right, let's have a look here. Who's the funniest person you know? You're not allowed to say me.
Oh, of course it's you.
Of course it's me.
But it is
do you
Gino.
know any other comedians or funny people?
I guess who's our famous South African guy that went to America? Trevor Noah. He's quite good. I enjoy him.
Mark Lottering, Trevor Noah, and Michael McIntyre is a favorite.
Okay, I love Mark Lottering. He's really great.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's very good. Yeah. All right. What song always makes you want to dance?
Oh, Body Rocker. Do you know that song?
Oh, I like the way you move. That one.
Yes. Love it.
I like the way you move. That one.
Yes, absolutely. Not dance.
I like that too. She's an amazing warrior of a woman. That's a person who worries all the time. As long as there's a glass of wine. So Bug's Life. That was it, Tanya. She got it. Bug's Life.
Well done,
like,
Tanya.
Let's ride. Oh, there we go. There's Gary for you. How'd you like a little taste of that? All right. What's the most nervous you've ever been?
Sure. I suppose, okay, that's a sad one. I suppose it was every time we got next results. That was probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's that anticipation of what's going to
Yes.
happen next.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, Cheryl, I went through cancer with my mom, and it's just the most horrible, terrible. There's no pussyfooting around. It's just
It's
completely
horrible.
and utterly crap.
Yeah.
Do you have any rituals?
I think I do. So I'm very much a creature of habit, and I like, yes. Okay, so you're gonna laugh at this, but when I hang my washing up, I color coordinate my pegs. It freaks me
Your
out.
pegs?
Yes. So if I'm
What?
hanging up a shirt, it's got to have 2 pink pegs. It can't have a pink and a
Oh,
green
right.
peg. Yeah.
Symmetry. Eh?
Yes. So I try and buy just white pegs. That helps.
Oh yeah. Then you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so you're learning ways of fooling yourself. I like that. No, that's good. Self-manipulation. I don't know what you call it.
It's called smart,
What's
Gino.
your favorite phone app?
Oh, TikTok.
TikTok. I've
Yes.
just joined TikTok. I made my
I'm-
first TikTok.
Listen, I want to do TikTok dances, but my girls won't let me do it. Maybe we should do it.
Ma, you
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing TikTok, Mom.
I know. I think I embarrass them sometimes anyway.
I had the funniest conversation with my youngest this evening. I said, I'm on TikTok and I've got 10 followers. And he said, oh, you must speak to Chelsea, his brother. You speak to Chelsea. He blew up on TikTok. I'm like, oh, there's a word like you blow up on TikTok.
But yeah, your son's
Melina
awesome.
does the same with the pigs.
There we go. See, it's also a Scorpio thing, I think, maybe. Yeah.
So you're not alone. You're not alone. Don't feel alone. It's fine.
I don't
All
mind being happy.
So TikTok, eh? So you're gonna do a bit of dancing. I'm gonna follow you on TikTok now. And
Yes.
what's your handle?
I don't know.
Cheryl R.
I've posted one thing. I love watching the TikToks though. I can spend 2 hours just going and giggling. I laugh so much. Casey goes,
know,
oh,
it's
mom's on
ridiculous.
TikTok again.
It's made for that short attention span thing. It just flick and flick and flick and flick.
And it's just so
you can spend
funny.
hours.
Yeah. But it's, I mean, life's so stressful. So something for comic stress relief is just amazing.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. It is like that. But also you feel like, gee whiz, I've sat staring at this phone now for 3 hours and I've done bugger all.
So much for managing your time.
Yeah, exactly. If you could put your brain in a robot and live indefinitely, would you?
No, because no, thank you very much.
Put it in a robot.
I think I don't mind what's coming next. So no.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you wouldn't want to live. You wouldn't want to live forever. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if you can put your brain in. I think you'd have to digitize your brain, and then this is like there's a good program in that. There's a good movie in that somewhere.
Okay.
If you could only eat one thing forever, what would it be?
Sure. Okay, so I guess it's going to sound terrible and boring, but salad, because you can add so much stuff to it.
Salad.
Yeah, you could make a chicken salad, a calamari salad.
Oh,
can use nice
calamari
chicken.
salad. It doesn't. Do you have the big lettuce pieces, or do you chop
Yes.
up your lettuce?
I had the big
chop it
lettuce piece. No, I have the big ones. So I must tell you, my daughter
Sucks.
Casey loves a salad. We go to a restaurant, she orders a salad, but she doesn't eat the lettuce.
No, but you know what? It's complain because I went on a tour with Ian von Memety, and he showed me how to chop up the lettuce, because then you get proper. It condenses your salad so that you're not getting like space for nothing. You know, it's like real estate that's not being paid for. No ways. Chop up that lettuce, people. Chop it up and make it nice and compact.
If it's not salad, I would take pizza next.
Oh, pizza. Oh, pizza's
Yeah.
also good. Yeah, no, that I could eat forever. Well, it's probably gonna kill me after a year. Oh, my word! I'll go to bed every night with a carb headache.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, my word! Okay, so what's the stupidest thing that you've ever done?
Boy. Um, Courtney's going to kill me, but probably get my first tattoo.
We won't
Sorry,
ask you to
Court.
show it.
Yeah, let's not go. No, I'm joking. I've got one over here, though, my arm, my hand.
Oh,
There
look
we
at
go.
that.
Yeah, it's a charm
You
bracelet.
got charm, and Philippa's got a charm bracelet on her foot.
There we
She
go.
got one
Yeah.
of those. What have you got on your charm bracelet? Show us. Tell us what the meanings and stuff are of your charm bracelet. Come on.
Okay, no problem. So I've only got 2 charms. So what we did was
Okay.
Courtney and we both got the same bracelet, Courtney and I.
Yeah.
But then we have our individual charms. So Courtney's bracelet's full of charms, but mine
Oh.
I've only got 2 on. Yes, there we
Yes,
go.
I see.
There we go. So the one's the cancer ribbon because for my dad and for Nick. My dad
Yes.
also passed away from cancer, yeah. And then the
Okay.
other one is actually it's the coral leaf, and that's actually the logo for Wilderness Foundation. And the reason
Oh.
it means so much to me is because each leaf has a meaning. The one is man to
Okay.
man, man to earth, and man to God.
Yeah.
So, and it's so representative of everything in our lives, and it means a lot to
Yeah.
me. So those are my
Okay.
2 bracelets.
Oh, that's
And then as
lovely.
life happens, I'll add more charms.
I love that. Squid heads and Greek salad sounds like good, but you got to chop up that lettuce, Ian O'Connor. Don't give me those big old pieces of lettuce, chopped up nicely into almost like a coleslaw without the mayonnaise. That's okay. And then
Hey,
you just put
Gino,
a little
you must try the salad at Big Time Taverna. Also the best
I'm
feta.
gonna, Melina, I'm coming to try your salad. Oh, my word. Okay. What do you find yourself doing a lot these days?
Talking to myself and answering myself.
Do
Yeah.
you? I do that
This
as
is
well. I
what
do.
you're around. So you have these full conversations with yourself. Yeah. Or with the computer or yeah.
Have you got a current obsession?
Could I say one?
Yeah. Damn right. Nothing wrong with a bit of wine. Melina's waiting for me. I'm coming, Melina. I'm gonna come out. It's next time I come out there. And okay, so favorite place to visit in the world? I know you've traveled a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I've got a favorite. I mean, I love London. I love New York. I don't know if it is a favorite. There's places I want to go to still, but yeah, not one
I mean, when you
single
say London, New York, I mean, I nothing would for me, nothing would be worse to live with 1,000,000 gajillion people in like a New York or something. But for a visit, I suppose you're talking about.
Yes, no, for a visit, John. I wouldn't want to live there. No, South Africa is a place to live, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
And put
It's
it
just,
or
there's
make
so
a
much
place.
space.
Listen, you try Ho Chi Minh City. I mean, there's
Oh,
no
man.
space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But that's
yeah.
it. Yeah, that's a historic city as well. I love history, so I'll be like, ooh, history and everything, and then like,
Yes.
let me go home now.
Yeah. I love seeing the architecture all over the world, the chapels and the stunning buildings. I mean, that's just gorgeous. Yeah.
Love it. The history. It's something that you own that you truly cherish.
Okay, so that's got to be a Bible that my dad. I bought this Bible for my dad years ago for Christmas, and then when my mom recently, just before she passed away, she actually gave me the Bible, and it's still got the note in it that I'd written for my dad. So that's my most favorite possession. Yeah,
for your dad, because I'm sure he loved that as well. Oh, you're quite a spiritual person.
I am. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I get that. And the one thing that you can never live without.
Wine. Sorry.
Okay, the second time you said wine.
No, not that. My
okay.
family, my family, my friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
I'm just so incredibly grateful for I've got so many special people in my life, and I'm so grateful. And I could not get by without them. Yeah, definitely family and friends.
I mean, I think that's for me. That's like the secret to life. I mean, you know, what else is there? What else is there?
Exactly.
There's nothing. Your phone, she says.
Yes,
What
because
about that, Cheryl Reynolds?
if I didn't take a picture of it, it didn't happen. So you're right, my phone.
You can't live without Facebook. These are your kids coming in here telling the truth about you.
And they are right.
My family and my friends, she says.
Facebook.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, what is your weirdest habit?
Oh, I'm actually doing it at the moment. I do this with my fingers. I don't know why.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like
Weird.
counting the money, eh?
Oh, that
Yes.
would be-
Show me the money, baby.
yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a nervous reaction. I'm not sure, but it is weird.
I don't know. Okay, fair enough. Your biggest splurge that you've ever done? This could be telling.
Oh, probably my Mac, my computer.
Oh, are you a Mac person? Are you an Apple iPhone person?
Of course. Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. The artsy fartsies are always
Yeah.
that way inclined, you know.
And then on the next one on the list would probably be shoes. I
Okay.
love
Okay.
the
Yes.
letters. Yes.
Little bit of an Imelda Marcus in there as well.
Listen, I'm short. I need the heels, so.
Okay. 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 Well, forgive me for that one. The hardest that you've ever worked?
Okay, I was going to say like now. No, but I think probably that Vietnam campaign. I was
Okay,
so
is that it?
passionate about it and loved it. So
Yeah.
I mean, I would work so hard, but I mean, it's not work when you really enjoying it that much.
Yeah,
That was,
yeah.
yeah. That's probably the hardest. And then, yeah, I don't know. I guess now.
Yeah. During lockdown, I think everybody is working. They've all stepped up their game, you know. Everybody's
Yeah.
had to.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
Okay, the most embarrassing story from your childhood.
Oh, okay, I do have one. Oh, terrible. So I washed my hair on the Monday before school, and instead of using conditioner, I used my dad's Brill cream.
Oh.
It
Oh
was
dear.
hideous. And the boys
Okay,
at
so
school asked me if I was going to fry chips in my hair.
it was so greasy.
It was so embarrassing. And it took me a week to wash that stuff out.
Brol cream. It was for the cave, man. It was for, it was for the Utenaik cave. That's the one.
Yeah.
Are you still wearing your slippers? Are you?
Yeah, they are.
Lovely.
I sent him a picture earlier on of my work attire. I was
Oh,
wearing
lovely.
It's been cold. It was freezing today.
No, it's freezing. No, you're quite allowed. On Gino Spot, you can wear anything you like.
Awesome.
What's the oldest thing that you own? I love that question because I like old things.
Sure. I don't know. I do. I've got a beautiful kist that was passed down from my grandfather,
Oh.
an antique kist.
And it's full of cuck because that's what kids hold.
It probably
What
is,
if-
yeah.
If you had a look inside there for how when the last did you look inside?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's antique. It's got so many carvings. It's stunning.
Is it
I love it.
Oriental?
Yes, yeah. And it was
They
from
were
my
quite
grandpa.
popular.
It was from my dad, and then to me.
Yes. I think those things were quite popular. We've also got one of those that was handed down. Saw the
Okay.
slippers on Facebook, says Mara.
Yeah, it was on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp.
You know, you were,
Not LinkedIn.
you were blowing up. You were blowing up on Insta.
Definitely not on LinkedIn, though.
All right. Before the quick questions, any bucket list items you'd like to still do? Fulfill?
Oh, I do have. Yes, I want to do a girls' trip to Greece to do Mamma Mia. How cool would that
Oh,
be?
Mamma Mia!
Yes,
I get it. Do the Meryl Streep thing.
yes, yeah. Listen, the
Oh, my
first time I saw Mamma Mia was in a theater at a theater in London. It was the
Yes.
first time. And then, of course, the movie, and I can watch that 100 times. Love it. I'm a typical chick.
Well, you know, a couple of years ago, it was Stephanie Donaldson and her little bunch of girls did an ABBA thing. They dressed up as ABBA people. They came and sang at one of our concerts and danced. They danced their ABBA moves and they used to do little shows. They were fantastic, and they did their ABBA thing. And
Listen,
they were well into their 60s, 70s by then, but they were going for it.
Hey, I'm not that old. Oh, another one of the musicals I love is Rocky Horror.
Oh yeah, how'd you do
Oh,
that?
oh, it's humble. I remember going to see it at the Opera House, and my friends and I thought it was a dress up, but it wasn't a dress up.
Oh. I'm sure they loved it anyway. Mamma Mia or Shirley Valentine? Which one do you
Oh,
want?
oh, no, Mamma Mia.
Oh yeah, better because you don't want that Italian guy. I want to make with you. I can carry the bags, says Ian. I think Melina's saying, "Let's go, with the Greek hearts." We'll do Mamma Mia tomorrow. Bucket list, excellent. Thanks to
Oh,
Samantha. Samantha was with BWA because you were involved in
yeah.
BWA as well with Jane and
Yes, I was.
Samantha.
Yeah, I was a chairperson for a while. Jane, I took over from Jane. She was a chairperson, and then I took over, and then
Okay.
yeah. And Sam was the branch coordinator. I mean, Sam is the
Yes.
most amazing person. Yeah.
Yes, they were a
We miss
really
you,
good
Sam.
a good bunch of ladies there doing their thing, eh? And Michelle Brown was involved there as well, I think, if I
Yes,
remember.
yes. Michelle's also been chair. Mm.
Yes, I know. So there's lots of strong ladies there, for sure. All
He's
right,
got good.
Cheryl, it's time for the quick questions. Let's have a quick
Oi.
quiz for quick. Okay, how would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Oh. Am I meant to be quick?
Yes, but quick.
Okay. Funny, kind, fat. Sorry.
You've got to look at yourself. You've got to look at how you look at yourself again, Cheryl Reynolds.
Don't put me under
Okay.
this pressure.
Silliest nickname you've ever been given to you.
Okay, I can't say it out loud because it's illegal, but I've always had a very dark skin. So
Oh dear.
my family often wondered what my nationality was. Yes.
All right. Okay. What's your favorite thing to eat?
Pizza.
Pizza. And your least favorite?
Octopus.
Octopus.
Oh no, chicken livers. I hate chicken livers. You can't eat chicken livers. There we go. That's what
You
it
mean
is.
squid? You mean squid or octopus?
No, I like squidheads, but baby squidheads are nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
baby
but I
squid.
don't like
Okay,
octopus.
So actually octopus.
Yes.
And with
Thank
locusts, you don't like locusts.
you.
Eating them. They're not.
I'm gonna smack you, Gina. Yes.
It's Gary. It's Gary. He's prompting me here on the side. Yes. It's all him. If you could go to a concert, past or present, which one would it be?
Catherine Jenkins.
Who? Is
Google
Catherine
her,
Jenkins?
Gina. Google
Oh,
her.
really? I will do. I
Classic.
feel slightly out of my depth here. What's
Yeah.
Catherine Jenkins?
I have
What does she do? Like
classical.
acoustic?
No, classical. She's beautiful. And her voice is just gorgeous.
What's one phrase that you use too much?
Is this PG?
Yeah, no, it's fine. There's no rules. Go for it.
No, probably I say absolutely a lot. I don't know why.
Absolutely. Not
Yes.
shit. Not
It's a bit worse than that.
Oh, okay. No, we've had some F-bombs dropped here many times on this show.
Okay.
It's fun. A Welsh opera goddess, says Melanie.
There we
Porter.
go. Mel, he's
Welsh
going to Google her after this. Watch.
from Wales. Wales. I love the Welsh accent. The one that I can't do. I can't do the Welsh accent.
I know.
What is your spirit animal?
Ooh. Well, I'm a Scorpio.
A Scorpio.
Mm.
Not, what's a unicorn with? Not a unicorn. It's actually a rhino is like just a fat unicorn.
Oh, okay. Yes, make it a rhino.
Yes. Okay, a rhino. They'll do it. Well, are they the type of person who could easily wake up first thing in the morning, or do you need multiple alarms?
No, I can get up early in the morning. I'm okay with that.
Okay, just rings once, you out and open.
Yeah.
We've got the OK Google thing going on in our house. So we've got those little Google, what do they call Google Minis or whatever they are. And so I always hear Philippa say, Okay, Google, turn on the coffee machine. And it turns on the coffee machine downstairs.
Oh my word, I need one of those. And I take it to drinking.
Automation. I can tell you about automation. My whole house has been automated. Let me tell you.
Wow.
It's great. I can Google the lights. I can Google anything.
Oh wow.
Are you a reader?
Yes, I love reading.
Well, your favorite book?
Okay, so I read novels. I love Jodi Picoult. Anything by Jodi Picoult is good.
Okay.
It's always so deep, and there's always a twist as well.
I don't. I just read on the internet. That's all.
Okay. It's
Books
okay,
are
Gina.
next to I've got 2 books next to my bed, and they've been sitting there for a long time. One is the Mendi. It's all about the Mendi, which is historical, and the other one's a coffee book, which I've got to look at as well.
Okay.
But the most uncomfortable place you've ever slept?
Okay. I went on a wilderness trail. It was the most amazing experience. But we slept on a rock, on like a yoga mattress kind of thing. Listen, no tents.
Yoga mat.
No tents, nothing. Just your sleeping bag, you and nature. It was the most amazing experience, but it was uncomfortable sleeping on a rock.
Yeah. I'm sure it was.
And you know how cold it was?
Was it on a mountain or something?
Yes, well, in the wilderness, in the Umflozi. So you would sleep on different spots every night, but I remember the one.
It's tropical though. It's like
it's it's KwaZulu-Natal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like can't breathe because I'm too hot. So it wasn't too cold. It wasn't too hectic.
At night it was cold. Yeah.
Yeah. And sleeping on a rock's never going to be great. No. Okay, your guilty pleasure.
Are you really asking me that?
Yes.
Wine.
Gary says she's going to say wine again. Oh, excellent. I love that. What's your favorite piece of clothing to wear other than those pantoffels?
A nice, a lovely evening dress. I love.
You like to dress up a bit.
Oh, love it. I miss all the gardens we used to go to. Yes.
Jason Keek.
Oh,
hence
yes.
your friendship with Jason Keek. Totally just for the outfits. I can see it.
And also, my daughter's getting married in December, so Jason's going to do the dress.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. Isn't that nice? I mean, I know Philippa likes to dress up a bit as well. She likes to, every now and again, to go out to a nice, smart thing, you know, like the BWA things used to be. And
yes.
I mean, I go to those things all the time. That's my job.
I know.
I've got to make those people laugh.
Jane's online.
Jane. I see her. I see you, Jane from Cheshire. Excellent. Can you describe your style in one word?
Styling. I don't know. No. So I hope so. I don't think so, but I hope so.
Flick your hair and you're there. No. So you haven't got a word that could describe, one word that could describe what you enjoy or what you wine. Gary says.
What did he say?
Wine.
I actually don't know, to be honest with you.
It's a difficult question. That's not an easy question. We'll give you that one.
Yeah.
What's the best pickup line you've ever heard, experienced? What?
Guys, don't pick me up. Is there something wrong?
No, not at all. No, it's fine. I don't know. That's a bit of a non-PC question there that Gary slotted in there.
Yeah. See, we got Rochelle from Canada.
Oh, Vancouver. I see it must be pretty cold up that side, I reckon, eh?
Rochelle and I worked together many years ago.
Okay, wow. Okay, all the way from all over the world they're watching. Giving is her word. Look at that. Jane knows you.
Okay.
Giving a lecture. That's what it is. Oh, no. Okay, what's one thing that you're the absolute worst at?
Exercise.
Exercise. Are you worst at that?
I know. I so badly want to run purely to
Okay,
lose
yeah.
weight, but I just
Yeah,
can't
you
get
do.
myself to do it. I don't mind walking. I love
You
walking.
start by walking.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
You do late registration for the spa walk.
Yes,
3Ks. You
And
can
as you
do
mentioned,
whatever distance. Pick it.
okay, I'm definitely going to register. I heard you saying that there's late registration, so I'm
Yeah,
definitely going to do it.
There
Yeah.
is. We just get hold of Stapes or Laura or I think Brian Bands has got it at the moment.
Awesome.
Many lectures from her, says Jane. So I was quite right there, you know. Worst at sleeping.
Oh,
Do you stay
yeah.
awake?
I can't sleep. I battle to sleep. Yes.
Just a battle to fall asleep or battle
Yes,
to
battle to
sleep
fall
in
asleep.
general?
Yeah, battle to fall asleep.
I want you to try my method. I've got this. You see these little earphones? These things I've got you. These little ones.
Yes.
I plug it into my phone, okay, and I just put one earphone in, and I listen
Yeah.
to a podcast that I'm not really interested in, but a little bit interested in.
Okay.
Like American politics or something, right?
And they
And
put you
then
to
like
sleep.
Rachel Maddow is my best because she just puts me to sleep like literally 5 seconds. I'm like,
Okay.
"Da-da-da-da-da," and I used to
Okay.
battle. Like I used to battle because I was always on a buzz after a gig.
Neat.
You
No,
know,
of course. Yeah.
that's the thing. So I
Sure.
tried one earphone in just enough volume so that you're sort of straining to
Yeah.
hear, but you set it so that it stops after that podcast as well. It mustn't carry
Okay.
on all night.
Yeah.
Stop after the one podcast.
Okay.
Whack. It's
Okay.
it's like a sleeping tablet. Whoosh.
Okay.
Rachel Maddow, I'll send you the link.
Okay. You'll start.
Okay. What's your 3 favorite TV series?
Oh, Grey's Anatomy,
Oh, yeah.
definitely. Queer Eye. Oh, have you watched Queer
Oh,
Eye? I love it.
yes.
It's
I've seen
fun.
it. It's fantastic.
Love it. Love it.
Oh, no, they're
And
good. They're very good.
I've just been watching Motel Makeover, which is quite cute.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Oh, that's quite nice. I like
Mm.
that little hacks and things to
Yeah.
use for your own house. See,
Well, it's two dynamic women who buy a motel that's run down and they fix it up and they create a successful business.
nice. Like so, it's building business entrepreneur. That's
There we
very-
go.
I can only fall asleep with the TV on. No, Janine, I can't. When I watch the TV, those lights from the TV, the LEDs, they come and then they go in your eyes and they're like knives in your eyes, keeping you awake. Not the best running action in the world, says Andrew.
So there's a story here, Gino. Andrew's my
Oh,
brother,
really?
and
Yes,
he's done.
I've run with him before.
Yeah, okay, and he does Two Oceans, Comrades, all that kind of thing.
Yes.
So a few years ago, I wanted to start running, so I wanted to join his running club. And
Yes,
he asked
Achilles.
me, please not, yeah, he asked me to please not join because I was going to embarrass him. Because apparently I run funny.
Anybody can join at Achilles. It's one of the oldest clubs in the city. Go, come.
But apparently I
Near
run really
Amsterdam.
funny. I don't look good. Yeah, in awesome series as well. Awesome
Oh,
series.
New Amsterdam. Is that good, eh? I
Yeah.
haven't checked that out. I haven't checked it. What is your most nostalgic memory? I love nostalgia.
Probably family get-togethers.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are true.
Although
You don't
I mean,
realize when they're happening, eh?
Yes. And also, I mean, you know, through COVID, I've just recently lost two of my very close cousins. And we've a very close bunch of cousins. And we've always had brides together. And it's just horrible. It's, yeah. So, but anyway, so that's, yeah. And we've always done it for years.
Yeah,
Family
it's so important. It is so important. See, Courtney's saying she's also had some lectures from you as well. See that?
No
Jane
chance.
Stevenson, me too. They're commiserating with each other in the comments. That's how bad it's got, Cheryl. So you're right, nostalgic. Oh, do you have any hobbies or do you collect anything?
I do crochet.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Very nice, Cheryl. What do you
I
do,
know.
doilies?
Listen, I've belonged to Crochet Club for 3 years now, and I'm still
There's
making
a
the
club.
same, I'm still making the same little square that I made 3 years ago.
Oh, she's
But I
damn
enjoy
good at it. Well, she's not talking about crocheting there. She's talking about moaning, says Jane.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
No, the crochet club. I'm very, very interested in that. That sounds marvelous, man.
You'll have to join us, Gina.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ADD, so it's too long for me to learn it. But I love to look at and they make doilies, do they?
Yes. Listen, the other girls make the most amazing things. It's just me. I still make my little squares.
It's going to come back into fashion eventually.
It is in fashion. You're a bit slow.
Oh, is it? Oh, I don't know. Is it blowing up on? Is it blowing up on TikTok?
That's what I'm going to do. Crochet things on TikTok. There we go.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Last one in the quick questions. What talent do you have which people might be surprised to hear about?
Well, cook. One of my friends will have to answer that.
You've got a talent that people are like, whoa, do you do that?
I
Like
think
crochet.
I think I'm pretty good on the dance floor. I think.
Oh. Well, we'll have to check that out next time I've got a gig where you're around.
So I must tell you, once years ago, I went to my doctor. We'd had a party the previous. I think it was Rocky Horror. I'm not sure. My cousins again. We'd had a huge party, and I went to the doctor because my neck. I used to need a neck brace after a party.
Oh right. Oh right.
And he said, I said to him, it's because I was headbanging, and he was so confused. He went, "Why would you bang your head against the wall?"
That's not what it is.
No, it's dancing.
Yes,
That's
the drummers. I'm a drummer. I know about that. Matthew Porter says, "Isn't that a wine club, the crochet club?"
That's my nephew, by the way.
Oh, really? Oh, right. Okay. Excellent. And he knows about your wine club. You know, the children, even the children are finding out about this. Send me a photo of the mankini she crocheted. Oh, really?
No.
No, I'll have a go at that. Just send it around. Cheryl, we'll put it on for the next Gino spot. Okay, so now it's climbing through windows. What's climbing through windows?
No, that's a story that shouldn't be shared, Jane.
Oh, come on. Cheryl, you can share it. Climbing through windows. What are we doing? Going for a smoke or something?
It was a business trip. We got locked out. I'm not sure why Jane and I, by the way. And we had to climb through windows. Yes.
Got locked out. Oh no! Incredibly fast typing on the laptop. So these are your talents. These are the talents that people don't know about. Oh, I see. They're climbing through windows and typing fast on the laptop. You got? Do you type? Did you do typing at school?
Oh yes. Now, I'm very fast. But that's why my keyboard on my beautiful Mac is a mess because the letters are worn off. Yeah, I do. Okay, I like. Yes.
Oh, that's a skill. That's a serious skill. You're in the top 2% there. I'm telling you. That's amazing. All right. The either ors are next.
Okay.
Oh, these are super quick. Introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
Introvert. Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Forest or beach?
Forest.
Forest. Save or spend?
Spend.
Oh, I'd have figured you was a bit of a saver myself. Touch or taste?
Touch.
Okay, except with locusts.
Oh, yeah.
Alone or in a crowd?
In a crowd.
I like it. Forgiveness or vengeance?
I'm a Scorpio. No jokes. Forgiveness.
I would have said forgiveness as well. Red wine or white wine? That's a good one. Both.
Red.
Yeah. Oh, you red wine. You got it with all the red teeth. And I'll tell you what, Jane, I crashed this thing the whole night last night. I love it. Flats or heels?
Oh, heels.
Oh, yeah. Manicure or pedicure?
Pedicure. I have a feet thing.
Oh,
Have
really?
you seen
Okay. This is what Alan Stratton was talking about the feet earlier on.
Yes.
Long nails or short nails?
Oh, long.
Oh, so you're quite lady.
Of course I am.
All right. And let me see, freedom or security?
I think freedom. Yeah, it's a difficult one, but I think, freedom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And let's see. Painfully aware or blissfully ignorant?
Painfully aware. Horrible question.
Just like pressure on yourself all the time, Cheryl. All right, finally, the would you rathers. Would you rather be extremely smart or extremely lucky?
Smart.
Extremely lucky and doof.
No, smart. I can create lots, yeah.
All right, okay. Fair, create luck. We should say extremely smart and very unlucky, or extremely lucky and very doof. Would you like to be wealthy doing something you hate, or poor doing something you love?
Poor doing something I love, definitely. But I'd like to be rich, wealthy, doing something I love. That would be nice.
I know, of course, yes. We'll try. We keep trying. Apparently, it doesn't work like that. You've got to slog your whole life. Be wise and unhappy, or stupid and happy.
Oh no! What's that?
I love these.
No, that's a horrible one.
Wise and unhappy. Or stupid and happy.
Okay, second one.
Yay! I'm there with you. A month without your car or a month without the internet?
A month without my car.
Ooh, okay, rather choose the internet. Be born in the future or the past?
The past.
You liked it in the past. But
No, but I worry. I mean, I do. No, not the future. I mean, look what we've done to our Earth, and
yeah,
I'm a bit nervous.
But
a little bit, yeah.
Well, you had the choice there. It makes sense because you had the choice to put your brain in a robot and live forever. So you didn't want that.
Yeah.
Which I quite fancy now that I've been thinking about it.
I can picture you doing that, Gino.
I'll be there. I could do it. All right. Live a miserable life or not be born at all?
Oh, these are horrible.
No.
Live a miserable life.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Rather live a life at least.
Yeah.
Miserable or not.
Exactly.
I mean, look at some of these insects, the poor freaking grasshoppers, locusts, what they have to put up with. I mean, they didn't ask to be born, Cheryl. They just want to have a nice place to land.
I know. My hair.
All right. Would you save your mom from a burning building or 10 babies? One or the other. What you going to do?
Probably the 10 babies. Because my mom.
Shame, your poor mother.
Well, because I'm assuming my mom's older in the story and she's had her life. And there's 10 babies who still do have.
No, your mother is in this story is about 50. How would you feel if your daughter just said that? Now, honestly, really. The 10 babies. Okay, no, fair enough. We'll get that. Would you save your pet or a random stranger out of a river?
My pet.
That poor stranger. Cheryl, remember me from Crochet Club. I helped you to purl one, knit one. And there you are, carrying away. What's its name? Buffett. What's its name? Pumpkin, yes. All right, final question before the last one. Would you rather defend a guilty person or prosecute an innocent person?
God, these are horrible questions. What are you guys on about?
They're meant to be.
I think the first one.
I don't defend a guilty person.
Yeah, well, I don't want
to.
I don't want the innocent person to.
So defend a guilty person.
Yeah.
Would you rather save the last rhino in the world or a convict?
Well, clearly the last rhino.
Rhino the convict can go. Can go.
Yeah, definitely the rhino.
Oh, classic. All right. Our final one is I know you may very well, because you've done quite a few events as well. I know you used to do these with Jane, and if something's gone wrong, something an embarrassing moment, or with a situation where something's gone completely wrong.
Mhm.
Have
What
you got
about
a
it?
story there? Have you got a story
Oh.
about something like that?
I'm sure lots has gone wrong. I can't think of anything. Wait. I can't end off on a bad note. That's the
No,
mean
it's
one.
fine. No. I mean, I know as a musician, we always say to the musos and to the comedians that you know they've always had a bad gig or something that's gone,
Yeah.
it's fallen down. Magnetic Storm. We spoke to Glenn and his whole
Yeah.
PA stack blew over and
Oh,
got set alight and God knows what else. And it's crazy. So I don't know if there's anything that's gone wrong or an embarrassing moment. in your life.
plenty. And literally, I've hit a blank. I'm going to end on
Yeah.
a sad note.
It's fine. It's fine. Or you can tell us Jane's most embarrassing moment.
That's not nice.
She's online, you know. fair game.
And I know that she can get to me very quickly.
Oh yeah. No, she's gonna give one away about you. Oh, no. And your proudest moment is the other one.
Okay, I'm going to sound really, really cliche, but definitely my girls.
Your
I
girls.
sup- my girls. I mean, I'm just so proud of both of them. And maybe, yeah, I guess also
Work-wise, maybe.
yeah, work. I've won quite a few awards, which has been really nice. And it's always
really?
proud. I mean, that's
Jane's worried.
Jan, I will protect you, don't worry.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, Wendy, not Craig. Oh, there's an events lady that's got lots of stories like that could help.
Yeah. I'm working with Wendy in a project at the moment, and she's amazing. I'm loving it.
She's great.
Yeah.
She is. So you say your kids, but work-wise, the awards, I suppose, is always good when you get an accolade or something.
It is. No, absolutely. Yeah.
A pat on the back at least for saying like, oh, okay, I've done okay.
Yeah.
I've done something right.
Yeah.
Oh, magic. Oh, Cheryl Reynolds, thank you so much for coming on board to Gino Spot. It's been
Thank you,
fantastic
Gino.
having you on.
I had
And
lots
we've got
of
the
fun.
competition now. It's a pleasure. And Gary's got some new music. All right. So now it's competition time. We got the compo. We're going to put you backstage. We're going to send you some Fitch and leads. Thank you so much for coming on, Cheryl Reynolds. What an absolute legend. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song. I'm going to play a song on the drums, on the drum cam, and I want the first person to put the name of the song and the artist in the comments gets a case of Fitch and leads, even if you're in England. And I don't know about Vancouver, but we can give it a go as well. We'll see. All right. So what is the name of the song and the name of the artist? Let's hit it. All right, so apparently it's not working. Gary's plans didn't. Give me the camera again, the front there, Gary. There we go, this way. All right, Gary's plan didn't come. So we're gonna just do a mix. We're gonna find the take all the comments that have been put in here, and we're gonna mix them up and do a bit of a super duper what did they call it? A lottery thing. Let's have a look. We can get like you pull the one-arm bandit, and it pulls all the names. So let's have a look and see if we can do this. You know, how are we going to get it going? I don't know if Gary's got it going. If we can get it together in 2 seconds. It's not working now. It's going to work. Okay, it's going to work. All right. There we go. All right, we'll get it on. But thank you so much to Cheryl Reynolds for coming on board. It's been fantastic, and what a lovely talk it's been. And I love the strong ladies in this town and in the Eastern Cape. We are they're fighting and they're getting through. They're doing stuff. They're not just sitting around. Thank you to our sponsors, of course, Fitch and Leeds, who are going to give away our prize tonight, and also to Spa. And don't forget to register. Late registration available this week as well at the Brian Bands. All right, looks like we've got the draw. We've got 35 entries. Let's do it. Let's have a look and see who's going to win. All right, let's have a look who's going to win. Whoa. Carol Jacobs. Carol Jacobs, all the way from East London. You have won our Fitch and Leeds. We'll have to send you some there. Fantastic, to Arena, the Riverside Resort. One of our regulars as well. Fantastic. I'm glad Carol won for a change. It's been years. It's been ages. I don't think she's ever won before, which is amazing. And she's been on so many times. Fantastic. Thank you, Carol Jacobs. And thank you to Cheryl Reynolds. And thank you to Spa and Fitch and Leeds, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for coming aboard. Well done to Carol Jacobs. All right. Where's my playoff song? There we go. All right. There we go. Thank you for joining us on Gino Spot tonight. And we'll see you on Thursday. Actually, we're doing Thursday. We've got Henriette Skuman, the cyclist, SA cyclist, 6-time winner of all the way from PE, 6-time winner of the Argus, as well as the Herald Cycle Tour, and South African brilliant cyclist. So we want all the cyclists to come and have a look as well. Thank you very much for joining us. And we'll see you on Thursday. Thursday it's live and rebroadcasts on Saturday. All right. Thank you, Miranda. We love you too. All right. Thank you. Thank you for spending the night with me.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Don't drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver. Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot!
Get to Gino Spot.
Gino Spot!
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have